Hey there, Irene. I was just curious if you were still working or if you had already finished for the night.
Oh, hey, Mom. Yes, I finished work. What's up? Is everything okay?
Does something have to be wrong just for a mother to want to talk to her daughter? I was just going to ask how you've been and if you're doing well. You know, you really should be trying just a little harder to reach out to me.
Well, yes, I am doing well. Thank you for asking. And I'm not sure what you meant by that since we were messaging last week.
Well, I am talking about phone calls. Just sending your mom a text now and then doesn't count, you know. So are you available to talk to me on the phone right now?
I'm sorry, Mom, but I'm on the bus back home right now. But I'll be more than happy to call you once I'm back home. Do you think you can wait about an hour?
You really think that I can stay up until 9 at night for you? That's my bedtime, I'll have you know.
Oh, I see. Well then, I guess it just means we'll have to make this call work a different time then, huh?
It appears that way, yes, but how's your husband Jim and my little grandbaby Max? Are they doing well?
Yeah, they're doing all right. But I think we've all just been quite busy recently. Although I guess it's since Jim is a freelancer, he is probably grateful to have so much more work right now.
Oh, that's right. Well, I just hope that you two are at least getting the rest that you need as well as taking care of yourselves. But I really do want to see you as soon as possible. When are we all going to be able to get back together again?
Well, you know that we already have plans to go over and stay with you around the New Year's, right?
New Year's? Oh, but that's so far away. You know, we're having your grandfather's memorial service in a few months. Don't you think you could make it for that?
You mean the memorial service to make 7 years since he passed away? I thought you said I didn't have to go to that, so I wasn't really planning on being there.
Did I really say that to you?
Yeah, we were talking about how far away the drive would be and how difficult it would be to fit into our schedule. You said that you didn't want me spending all that money and going all that way just to be there for such a short time. Not to mention the fact that I remember you mentioning about how there are already so many people who are going to be coming over, and we might not even have a place to stay with you.
Well, yes, that is true. And your grandmother is already plenty worried about having so many people around the house, but I really would like it if you made more of an effort to visit us down there. I mean, you can't just put off seeing your family until the end of the year, you know.
Well, I'm sorry, Mom, but you live really far away, and it isn't cheap to do all that traveling. Besides, you also make visiting home feel so tense sometimes.
Just because I ask you to have some manners when you're in my house doesn't mean I'm making things tense.
I'm just not really sure why you want us there so badly, though. I mean, Jack got married to his wife, and now they're both living there with you and Grandma, right?
Oh, yes, but you don't need to be worried about them. Besides, Jack is your little brother, and his wife is part of the family now. Don't you know that we all miss seeing you?
Well, it sounds to me like there'll just be more tension and having to walk on eggshells over there. I mean, I've seen the way you work Jack's wife, Anne. And I'm sure that if I visited home that you'd put me to work and wouldn't let me rest at all either.
Oh, but what are you complaining about? Don't you know that it's a woman's job to keep the house clean and take care of her family?
I mean, sure, that might have been all that we did in the 50s or something, but you really can't be treating people like that anymore.
You have no idea what you're talking about. I treat everyone just fine, and no one has ever had any problems with me.
You know, I really don't think most people would agree with that. You're always trying to rush people and make them feel like they have to finish what they're doing and move on to the next thing.
Well, sometimes there are things that need to be done, and I'm not going to apologize for wanting efficiency. Besides, have you seen Anne? She's like a whale, and I'm only trying to thin her up a bit.
Okay, Mom, now you really are just being rude about all of this. And what does that have to do with anything?
Come on, do you really think that someone that fat should be a part of our family? She needs to at least try and move.
I really don't think that we should be trying to control the bodies of our family, Mom. And I think that's a really rude thing to care so much about.
And what is so rude about my wanting to make sure that my daughter-in-law doesn't die in 5 years from heart failure, huh? And don't you know how embarrassing it is to have her be at family reunions? Everyone is also talking behind her back about how we let her into our family.
Again, I really don't think Anne needs to do anything at all to conform to what other people say about her body. Besides, if Jack loves her, that should be enough. Not only that, but I really don't think that anyone from our family talks about her behind her back. If anything, she seems to get along with everyone.
Oh, you have no idea how much I can't stand people like her. I mean, if she can't even take care of herself, then how is she supposed to take care of a family? She really is just a pig.
Mom, please stop saying things like that. It's really rude and uncalled for. I think Anne is a lovely and kind person, and I really like her. And you haven't said one word about her personality, or how she makes Jack feel, or anything like that. You've only been talking about her appearance.
Well, that's because that's all that everyone sees when we have to go out in public with her. But I bet half the people who see her are wondering if she's going to keel over at some point. You realize that I'm only saying all of this because of how worried I am for Anne, don't you? How is she supposed to have any kids in her shape?
Mom, you seriously need to stop. I mean it. And don't you dare ever say any of this to Anne, you understand me?
Just what has gotten into you, Irene? What is this all about?
I mean that you do not get to put Anne down because you're worried about her having kids. That is a choice between her and Jack to make. And if for whatever reason they choose not to have kids or are unable to, then you just have to accept that.
And why should I have to accept that? Why can't you see that I really am just concerned for Anne's well-being here?
Because, Mom, a lot of people will attribute so many health problems someone might have just to them being fat. But life isn't that simple, and you don't know what kind of underlying conditions that she might also have. So since you don't know Anne's medical history, maybe you should just butt out of her business.
I don't get why you don't want me to talk to her about this, though. I mean, how am I supposed to know about her medical background if I don't ask her?
You just don't ask her, Mom. It really is that simple. So just please try and keep your comments about her to yourself, okay? Hey, Mom. I was just curious about how the memorial service for Grandpa went. You did do it yesterday, right?
Oh, it really was just lovely. I invited more people than usual this year, thinking that not all of them would show up. But it was a huge turnout, and there were so many people there to remember your grandpa. I suppose in the end, it's probably best that you didn't come. I mean, we ended up having to offer to split hotel room costs for some guests since we just couldn't house them all.
Oh, wow. Well, it sounds to me like you got a really big crowd to turn up yesterday then.
I'll say I think we had over 30 people there in total.
30 people? Well, I guess now I understand why your house was overflowing.
It really was quite a sight. I mean, I just feel like I haven't seen that many friends and family in one place in a while, so it was great.
I'm glad to hear it. I bet the last time we even had that many people together was probably Jack and Anne's wedding, huh? I bet Grandma was stressing out with so many people in the house. But she's also the kind of person that enjoys it even if she'd never say it.
I think we all had a good time, and I saw your grandma smiling and talking all day. Not only that, but we even set up the grill outside, and some of the kids had some fireworks to set off.
Oh man. Well, now I really do wish that I could have made it over to see all of that.
Yeah, it really would have been nice if you could have made it. Everyone was asking about where you were.
Well, I do wish that I could have gone now. But did you take any pictures of it? I'd love to see some if you have.
Oh yes, I have a few pictures from yesterday that I can send you if you like.
Yeah, that would be great. Please send me those photos that you took of the service yesterday.
Sure thing. So, I'll go ahead and send those pictures over to you right now.
Thank you, Mom. Glad you had a good time. Hey, Anne. How's it going? It's been a while since I last shot you a message, but I hope you had a good time at the memorial service the other day.
Oh, hey there, Irene. Thanks for reaching out. It's so good to hear from you. I was actually wondering if you were going to be at the service, but you never showed up.
I know, but we just live so far away, and it's really tough to travel all the way out here. But my mom did send me some of the photos of the event. She even sent me a photo of you, and I have to say, I was pretty shocked. I mean, it looks like you've lost a lot of weight since I last saw you. Are you on some kind of new diet or something like that?
Not really a diet, but since I'm the daughter-in-law living at home, I can only have one meal a day, as you know.
Wait, what? Is there some kind of rule that says you can only eat once a day?
Well, I mean, I was told that I was eating too much and was too fat, so I was made to cut back.
Hold on a second. Who said that to you? Did someone from my family tell you that?
Yeah, your mom and brother both told me the same thing.
I don't believe it. How could they say something like that to you? It's just horrible. I'm sorry you had to deal with that, Anne.
I mean, I got pretty used to them calling me fatty every single day. In fact, that's basically just how they started referring to me after a while. But it's okay. I've been called much worse in my life, so it's not the end of the world.
Anne, you know that you shouldn't have to put up with that, right? I'm so sorry that my family has treated you that way.
Oh, come on. I know that you probably feel the same exact way about me, right? You're so stylish and good-looking. There's no way you don't look down on me.
Anne, what are you saying? Of course I don't feel that way at all.
Well, I know that at our wedding you told me a bunch of times how cute and pretty you thought I looked. But I know that on the inside you were just insulting me too, right?
Anne, I'm so sorry that you think that's the case, but it really isn't. I promise that I've never once looked down on you. But I'm not surprised at all that my mother and brother would act in such a horrible way towards you. How could they think it's okay to treat someone like that, though? I've never once cared about how you look.
Do you really mean that, Irene?
Of course I mean that. And I really am so sorry that those two have been putting you through all this.
So then, you really never cared at all about how I used to look? Even though your mom and brother made fun of me for it all the time?
I want you to know that I don't think like them at all. They just see a larger person and automatically assume that every health issue they might have is because of their weight. But I told my mom to keep her opinions on that to herself for all the good it did.
Oh, I see. Well, I really had no idea that you felt differently about this.
Well, what I want to know is how you've been getting along with just one meal a day. I mean, sure, you've lost weight, but that can't be healthy, right? Are you okay?
I really don't know anymore. Your mom was saying that she was applying this rule for my own good. But most days, I just feel like I could pass out at any moment, and I haven't even had a period in the past 3 months.
Oh my gosh. And your poor body must be going through so much. There's nothing good about losing weight if it's going to cost you your health.
Yeah, but your mom is always saying that if I want to be pretty and healthy, then I have to keep losing weight. But I think it's just doing the opposite. My skin has been looking deflated and saggy, and even my hair is starting to fall out in the shower. I feel like I've aged 10 years since I've started this.
Well, I'm sure that my mom is just so sure of herself that she's right about this. But it shouldn't be happening. This is so horrible. I don't know what else to say.
Well, do you think that maybe you could try talking to your mom or brother about this for me? Because I really don't know how much longer I can hold out like this. And anytime I try and say anything, I just get ignored and told this is for my own good, but it doesn't feel good at all.
Yes, of course I can speak to them. Those two are out of their minds if they think it's okay to treat someone like this.
I really am sorry asking you to do this for me. I know that this isn't your problem.
It's my problem if my family are treating others this way. But if they won't listen to you, then maybe they'll listen to me.
Thank you so much for understanding, Irene. I really appreciate it.
Hey, Mom, are you there? I was wondering if you had a moment to text real quick.
Oh, this is perfect timing. I actually just finished what I was doing, and Anne and Jack have gone out somewhere together. I think they both have off of work today or something like that, so they must be going out on a date or something like that.
Actually, the two of them are both right here with me.
Wait, what? You mean that Anne and Jack are both there with you right now? I don't understand. Are you coming to visit me?
That's right. I'm finally coming home to visit.
And just why are you doing that? I mean, you should have told me you were going to do this sooner. And why are you just with those two and not me too? That's not fair. What are the three of you even doing together, huh?
Well, if you really must know, we're all at the hospital right now.
You're at the hospital? I don't understand. What are you doing there? Is everyone okay? Did you get sick on the plane ride over here or something?
No, and I'm not the one being looked at the hospital right now. It's Anne who is being examined.
Wait a second. Don't tell me that she's finally pregnant. I knew it. I knew if she just lost a bit of weight that she could have children. I knew it. I was right all along.
No, Mom. Anne isn't pregnant, and the doctors are saying that there's no way she's going to be able to in her state. Did you know that Anne hasn't even had a period in 3 months?
Wait, what? But I don't get it. How can she not have kids after all the weight that she's lost? It doesn't make sense.
It's because all this rapid weight loss isn't good for her, Mom. The doctor was just explaining that to us. The doctor said that forcing someone to eat like this is basically the same as physical abuse for what it does to the body. And I made sure to explain to the doctor that you were the one insisting on this.
Hold on a second, that doctor really just called my diet abuse? How in the world is helping some fatty slim down abuse? Besides, she's my daughter-in-law and I know what's best for her.
You don't know what you're talking about at all, Mom. And Anne was just fine the way she was. The doctor says she was much healthier than she is now anyways. Don't you know that these kinds of extreme diets are really harmful to the body? Don't you know the negative effects they can have? How could you force someone to live that way you were making Anne live?
Okay, now you're just being ridiculous. The most weight you lose, the healthier you are. It's simple science. I think that you probably just have one of those sensitive doctors that are too scared to call a patient fat to their face. Your whole generation is so sensitive these days.
Mom, you literally have no idea what you're talking about. Losing weight is not always a healthy thing to do. And the doctor has called what you've been forcing Anne to go through abuse. So how about you look in a mirror before throwing around accusations? Not only that, but you need to apologize to Anne for the horrible way you've been treating her.
What are you talking about? I was doing all of this for Anne's sake to begin with. I didn't even do anything wrong.
I don't care if you thought you were doing right by her. The fact of the matter is you've been forcing Anne into an unhealthy lifestyle.
Well, I'm not going to apologize. I don't have anything to apologize for, and I won't be pressured into doing so by a bunch of sensitive children.
Are you sure you don't want to consider that just a little more, Mom?
I am telling you that I didn't do anything wrong, and if Anne's body needs some time to adjust to its new form, then that's fine. Because once she gets used to it, she'll thank me for how skinny and pretty I've made her.
Mom, we are talking about health, biological health. I don't care about what you think a beautiful person looks like.
And I'm telling you that lots of people would look much better in this world if they went on a diet, so I still don't think I've done anything wrong.
Even though the doctor has evidence that this diet has been horrible for Anne's health? Do you really only care about what number shows up on the scale?
You don't understand. Having to take that pig out in public led to so many stares and whispers and people laughing at us. I didn't just do it for her, I did it for the good of our family's reputation.
I seriously can't even talk to you like this right now. But if you're not going to apologize or even reflect on your actions, then you're leaving me no choice.
What is that supposed to mean? What do you think you can do to me?
Well, first of all, I'm going to rescue Anne from your house and put her up somewhere else for a while. She isn't going to spend another minute in your house.
Hey, what the heck is this about, huh? Why is there some lawyer standing in front of my door?
Well, I told you that I was going to take action over this, didn't I? I hope you didn't think I was joking.
Just tell me where Anne is. I've tried calling her number over and over again, but she isn't picking up. If the two of you have a problem with me, then why don't you say it to my face instead of cowering behind some lawyer?
Mom, Anne never wants to see you again after the trauma that you've put her through. Her poor health is all your fault. Do you realize that? Besides, I said that I'd protect her from you, so why would we come and talk to you? Both the doctor and the lawyer agreed that it was best if you kept far, far away from us.
But is she really going to be suing Jack and I over this? She's really going to try and make us pay for this? How could she do this to us?
What part of abuse don't you understand? You know that's a crime, right? You said all kinds of horrible things to Anne, and basically we're starving her. That's plenty hurtful.
But, I mean, she didn't have to go and hire a lawyer. That's taking things way too far. Please, let me have a chat with her. Can you at least tell me where you are?
No, that would defeat the whole purpose of keeping distance between us. If you have anything to say to me, you can speak to the lawyer.
I don't believe this. You're my daughter and you're really going to stab me in the back like this? You're horrible. How could you do this to your own mother?
I'm sorry, Mom, but the fact of the matter is that you did this to yourself. And I'm not going to stand by and let you and Jack hurt Anne any longer. Neither of us are ever going to forgive you for what you've done, and I'm going to make sure Anne never has to go back to that house again.
And you're really fine just letting that little ingrate sue your brother too?
Oh, please. Anne is way too good for Jack. They're getting a divorce, and you both are going to pay for what you've done to her.
How am I supposed to live if you sue me? I'm not going to be able to make it with just my pension.
Well, you still have the house and everything in it, don't you? Sounds to me like you might have to find some local pawn shops.
So you're really fine ruining your mother for the rest of her life?
I'm fine forcing you to pay compensation for something bad that you did, if that's what you mean.
Don't you realize what you're doing to me? You're a horrible, selfish daughter.
Say all you want, but just know that I'm handing over everything to the lawyer, so you can either talk to him or keep insulting Anne and I. The choice is yours, but either way, I'm going to be ignoring your messages. See you in court, Mom. After that, Anne did follow through with her promise to sue my mom and brother, and she won. They both were fined a large amount of money, and my mom had to sell the house just to afford it. Then, Anne and Jack got their divorce, and Anne was finally free. I heard that Jack and my mom ended up moving into a tiny little apartment together. Since they also had to take out hefty loans to afford the legal fees, they had no choice but to downsize in order to keep up on the payments. I told the rest of my family about all the horrible things they put Anne through, and now nobody talks to those two. Of course, that's not how I wanted things to end up, but I saw Anne suffering and couldn't just sit back. I'm glad that I helped Anne and her, and I still talk frequently. She's recovering and is beginning to look like her old, happy, healthy self again.
Tanner, I just had my checkup at the clinic.
I see. How was it?
So far, things are looking fine. And they said pretty soon I should be getting over my morning sickness.
I see. Oh, that's good to hear.
Sure is. I feel a lot better hearing from the doctor again that everything is still going well for the baby. I was a little worried for a while because recently, due to the morning sickness I've been having, I haven't been able to eat much.
You're throwing up in the toilet almost every day. Hearing you gag like that all the time is really bad. Just having to listen to you makes me not want to eat anymore.
I don't think you really have to say that right now. I'm not throwing up like that on purpose after all.
I know that. But having to hear that all the time doesn't make me feel good.
I'm sure it doesn't.
And recently, due to you not faring very well, you've been slacking off from the chores, right? When you get back from that clinic today, would you please use the vacuum cleaner and do a little bit of cleanup? Get over in the bathroom especially. All of your hair is piling up on the floor in there.
Sorry about that. Due to my hormones all becoming unbalanced, some of my hair has started to fall out more easily.
So I was right about that before. I was starting to wonder for a bit why your hair was getting so thin lately. It's made me start to lose interest in you a little. Just the feeling of your hair right now is horrible. All dry and tough.
It's not like I can help any of that right now. My body is changing a lot right now with the baby.
So what you're saying is that being pregnant normally causes one to go bald?
Well, I think that all depends on the person. There are all sorts of things that can happen to one to make their hair begin to fall out like this. But from what I've heard, most people begin to worry about their hair after having their baby rather than during their pregnancy.
What? Are you serious? So there's no doubt you're going to go bald then. Jesus. Thank God I'm not a woman.
Hey, what's going on with you right now? I don't think those are things you should be saying to someone who's currently pregnant. This baby that I'm carrying right now happens to be your baby as well.
I'm sorry. I am thankful for all the work you're having to go through right now.
I don't think so. Recently, you've been getting on me about not all the chores getting done as well. Even though I've told you I don't feel very well sometimes. You're starting to make me feel bad about something I can't control. It's starting to really stress me out the way you talk to me, so please cut it out. I already know a lot of this is not fun, so I don't need you calling me gross or yelling at me.
Could you be getting all worked up right now because of your hormones?
I just told you to stop making fun of things like that right now. A lot of what you're saying right now would make me upset even if I wasn't pregnant. This all has nothing to do with my hormones, but about the fact that you're not being kind to me.
Okay. I won't say anything else about you then. Just as long as you start getting better and do all the chores. Seeing all that hair of yours on the floor makes me want to gag.
A lot of that isn't just my hair.
I'm just saying that most of it is. So make sure it all gets cleaned up. I'll be home today around 7 p.m. or so. Make sure dinner is ready for me by then.
Okay. But are you really going to be coming home at that time today? Just the other day you said you'd be home early, but in the end you didn't make it home until 1 in the morning.
I'll be home as soon as possible today. I want to take some time to relax today. I want to watch a movie or something and have some beers to drink. Can you make some snacks up for me to have with my beer tonight? Please and thank you.
Tanner, what time are you going to be getting home today? You haven't really talked to me at all today, actually. I'm trying to figure out right now what to do about your dinner.
I'm really busy today, so I won't be home tonight.
What? Again?
I have no other choice right now. I have things I have to get done here.
Do you really have to work all night, though?
Are you trying to say I'd be doing something else tonight?
The last time you came home from work late, there was a receipt to a female clothing store in your suit pocket. You bought clothing that was close to $1,000 in total.
That was clothing I bought for someone at work who's going to be leaving the company soon. Some of my coworkers joined me to pay for those gifts for her.
Really?
I'm being serious. What? Do you think that I might be cheating on you or something?
You and I are both married now, so I wouldn't like to think so. But there's always a chance that you're being unfaithful right now.
Stop it with all that thinking, then. I would never do something like that, Denver. So would you please stop thinking of something as ridiculous as that?
But Tanner, recently you have been coming home late very often. And sometimes you even end up staying at work all night and don't come home until the next day. Up until recently, you never had to stay out that late or stay the night for work.
I'm busy at work right now, though. I'm working my butt off right now for our life together, all right? And it's not like when I have to stay the night at work, I'm going to a hotel or anything. That would be a waste of money that we really need right now. I either stay at the office all night long, or I go and sleep out in the car. I want to work this much in order to get a promotion soon, so that when you have our baby, I'm bringing in even more money. So would you please stop thinking that I'd be cheating on you? Hurts my feelings that you'd think something like that of me.
I'm sorry, but I really am worried about you.
Well, before you continue to worry about things like that, maybe you should be doing what you need to do. Ever since you got pregnant, you've always claimed that you're feeling sick and lay around all day. This has left most of the chores in the house from ever being completed. And when you start to claim things are really bad, you barely even bother making anything for dinner.
Well, none of this is something I've asked for. I didn't want to become this sick from carrying our baby.
And I've told you already, I get that. You have times where you aren't feeling very good, and I have times where I have a lot of work to do. Both of us have things going on, so would you stop complaining about me already? Unlike you, I am very busy with things. You're the one with all that time on your hands, so stop trying to tear me down.
That's not what I've been trying to do here. I'm just worried about you.
Whatever. You're making me all stressed out by talking to you. You have no idea what it's like to be a man. I think you should be a little more thankful that I'm the one going out and working for us every day. Who is to thank for you being in that nice warm house?
I'm sorry, Tanner.
After I finish work tomorrow, I'm coming home to get some new clothing. Make sure there's a new suit and shirt ready for me to get changed into.
Are you going to head right back out after changing?
For the time being, I don't want to be around you. Having to come home to someone like you who's always sick will never give me a chance to rest. While you're on your own from now on, I think that it would be a good chance for me to rethink some of what you've been doing. I want you to stop thinking that just because you're pregnant, you should be getting spoiled. Thoughts like that are just not true. You're nothing special compared to everyone else that's actually working.
Tanner? I have something I'd like to talk to you about. Make sure you come home to talk with me today.
Today's not going to work for me. You have something you'd like to talk about, then text me it.
This is something very important, though.
I'm the one that'll decide if it's important or not.
So you really don't seem to care about myself or the baby then, huh?
I never said anything like that. So what's this about? What do you have to say to me?
Tanner, you're having an affair, aren't you?
Huh? We're back to talking about this? You're being a dick now.
If you'd like me to be a dick, then I can be one. I already have all the evidence I need of you being with another woman.
What kind of evidence could you possibly have of that?
Videos of you going to another woman's house? And pictures as well. I asked someone to go out and investigate you, and this is what they brought me.
You asked someone to investigate me? Huh? You really had nothing better to do, do you? I thought you were too sick right now because of the baby. Is that not the case? Do you have all that time to be thinking about me cheating on you? And you could be doing the dang chores.
I've been doing the chores.
Well, you haven't been doing them as nearly as well as I'd like you to. The other day when I stopped by the house, I had to look in the bathtub and all your hair was tangled up in there. If you're gonna leave things a mess all the time, then maybe I need to find myself a new wife.
You haven't tried to defend yourself about the cheating on me yet.
If you have evidence of it all, then there's no point in fighting back. But listen here. I have a very good reason for why I started to cheat on you.
And what could that reason be?
You have turned into a complete mess and a turnoff, so I've had to find myself someone else that can please me. You think I want to be around a balding woman like you?
So that's what this is about then. Then you and I are getting a divorce.
What? You're going to divorce me now? Is that all right with you? Don't be pulling my leg here.
I would never pull your leg on something as serious as this. I have no reason to be married to a balding and cheating man like you anymore. Being around you has only been stressing me out even more and could probably lead to me balding someday.
Huh? Who are you calling a balding and cheating man? You're the one losing your hair.
Tanner, have you still not noticed anything yet? You're the one that's balding as well.
What are you even talking about? I am not going bald.
So you really have no clue what's going on with yourself. You're starting to look like a monk with the way your hair is going. And so much skin under that hair.
Huh? I am not going bald!
Later on, you should take a look at the back of your head in a mirror, please. By the way, you have always been complaining about all the hair on the floor and in the bathtub drain. All of that has been your hair. I understand that due to my pregnancy, I have started to lose some hair. You're losing even more than me because you're getting old.
Just because you're going bald doesn't mean you can start to make fun of me!
I'm just stating the truth is all. I was never going to tell you about any of this before because I knew it would make you feel sad. But I never thought that the balding man would start to pick on me for losing a small amount of hair.
So, you're just gonna keep talking to me like you're in elementary school. I'm done with you. I cannot stand the person you've turned into. And that's why, just like you've asked for, we're getting a divorce.
You're the one that's been picking on me this whole time like you're a 10. Calling me disgusting all the time because I'm pregnant now and have to deal with all sorts of problems, and I've just had to learn that you're having an affair. Treating me like you're my bully when I'm the one carrying our kid for you. I am just as fed up with you as you are with me.
Well, let's get on with this and hand in the divorce papers. I wasn't planning on coming home today, but I guess I'll have to now. While you're still being a total witch, I'll sign those papers to get rid of you for good. Denver? Right now you're back at your parents' house, right?
What do you want? I told you to go and talk with the lawyer about things like the child support you owe and the divorce.
No, wait, this isn't about all that. I started to worry a bit about the kid.
I don't need you worrying about my kid.
But that's my kid as well, right? I have to pay for it after all every month.
And?
Has the kid been doing all right?
They're fine.
I see. And how about yourself?
Like I said, I don't need you worrying about me any. You never seemed to care about me back when we were married. That was your time to worry, but you never did. So why do you care about me now?
Denver, I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Excuse me?
I was lied to by the woman I was with. I thought that she was really in love with me and that we'd be able to stay with one another forever. But just a little while after the divorce, she ran off and left me. She was only with me for my money. After the divorce and the settlement you got from me, she realized I didn't have much money left and ran away.
You're a real idiot, Tanner.
I think so as well. Even she told me I was balding. And told me she would never be able to love someone who was going bald. I was an idiot for falling in love with a jerk like her.
So that shocked you to the core, right? Well, that's what you were saying to me before, right? I guess the tables have really turned this time.
I'm sorry. You were the one that was always thinking about me. I really wonder why I wouldn't cheat on you with another woman then. Right now, I really regret what I did to you.
Well, ever since the divorce, I have been feeling wonderful again. That's because I was finally able to get away from the person that made fun of me for being pregnant. I'm not regretting a single thing that's happened.
I really am sorry. I've learned not to do anything like that ever again. I've been thinking about why I was never nicer to you while you were pregnant with my child. That's left me regretting a lot right now.
Well, it's all too late now.
It's not too late! I finally come around to understanding that I was the problem! You're the one person I should be caring for more than anyone else! I get that now! Right now, I'm starting to feel the same sensation of love I had for you back when I married you!
Hold on a sec. Why are you getting all worked up like that? You and I are divorced now. You are nothing more than a stranger to me now. And I should be the same way to you.
But you and I never ended up hating one another, right? I understand that what I did was horrible. But just because we had the divorce doesn't mean you and I have lost feelings for one another just yet.
I hate your guts, though. There's not a single person I hate more than you, Tanner.
That can't be. I know that back during the divorce I was upset with you as well, but I never stopped thinking about you after that.
Listen here, do not compare how I am feeling right now to the way you are feeling. Can you do that for me? I had to spend months listening to you talk horribly about me. I didn't just come to hate you like I do now in one night. I had to sit through so many instances of you making terrible comments about me and leaving me in difficult situations back home. That all compounded over time and led me to hating you. And all of that hate for you isn't going to magically go away now.
But you had always been in love with me then, right? I will make you love me again. From now on, I will only think about you and the baby and not a single other person. You will be the most important person to me, and I'll make sure to handle all the chores of the house. You don't have to do anything.
Even with you saying all that, I don't want to go back. You think I could go back and marry someone I hate? Could you do something like that? You really think that after all I've been through, going back with you and being your wife again would make me happy?
We used to be married, right?
And that was before I began to hate your guts, Tanner. I had to worry about a lot of things like my health, the baby's health, my hair falling out. And yet when I looked towards you for comfort, you turned me away and made me feel even worse about my problems. You didn't even try to make me feel all right. Ever since then, I've been wondering why you ever chose to marry me if you were just gonna treat me like that.
I am really sorry about all that.
You don't have to worry about apologizing anymore. No matter how much you apologize, I'm not forgiving you.
But this is truly how I'm feeling right now. Please, allow me to apologize.
So, you're still going to ignore how I feel? Stop trying to push how you feel onto me just to make yourself feel better. I don't need your apologies anymore, and I don't want to go back to you. Those wounds on my heart will never heal easily, and what you've done to me will never be forgotten.
But I really will change for you. Back when you weren't feeling good during the pregnancy, I felt as though you didn't care about my needs any. That all made me feel lonely. That led me to becoming a real jerk and then me cheating on you.
So now you're going to use my pregnancy as your excuse? That is what makes something between you and I impossible. I am so happy that I got to be divorced from you then, before having my baby.
Denver, just forgive me. I will never hurt you again. I will make sure to live for both yours and the baby's sake.
That's right, you will. That's why you're going to continue to work and send me that child support in the mail every month. That is your only responsibility to us now. You and I are nothing now, and I don't have any other feelings besides hate for you. I think you need to learn just how bad of a person you were to me, and then you might begin to understand why I don't want to go back to you. Stop acting like just because you were once my husband, I'd still want anything to do with you still. After that, Tanner came all the way out to my parents' house to apologize to me, but before he could get to me, my parents yelled at him to get off their property. Their yelling and screaming really put the fear of God into his eyes, and after that day he never once came around me or even contacted me ever about anything again. I don't get how he thinks apologizing to me will ever fix anything, because I've already moved on from the life I had with him. After being thrown away by the woman he cheated on me with, Tanner developed a distrust towards women. He is no longer able to go out with women anymore, and I think he's going to be alone for the rest of his life now because of that. Honestly, I think it's a good thing he can't talk to women anymore, as that does a massive service to all of us. To me, the only reason that man should live is to pay for the child support my baby deserves. Besides that, there should be nothing else expected of the man, and he should live his life in hiding, thinking about all the wrongs he's committed. And from there, he should live in regret for all he's done for the rest of his life. After that divorce, I gave birth to a very healthy baby boy, and right now the two of us are still living at my parents' house. Taking care of a baby is a lot harder than even I had thought, but I'm making it all work out. I get tired quite a lot from it, but every time I see my son's smiling face, I gain all my energy back. I know that I'm still an amateur when it comes to being a parent, but being able to make my little guy happy has given me a lot of confidence. I plan to stay at home and not find work until my son turns 1, so for the time being, he's going to be my only responsibility. Of course, after getting back out there and working again, I'm still going to make him my #1 priority. Luckily, I'll still have both my parents and some of my friends around to help me take care of my son, so I won't have to worry about leaving him alone too much. As long as he's happy with the life I'm giving him, then I think I'm on the right path to having a small and loving family.
Mom, how's Emily doing? Has her fever gone down at all? If not, I can send you her insurance information and you can take her to the urgent care to have a doctor look at her. And they might be able to figure out if she's got just a normal fever or something else like an infection somewhere.
Hello, Reed. Her fever has actually just gone down from 102 to just 100 now. Right now, she's able to eat again without feeling nauseous and drinking plenty more juice as well. But I wouldn't say that she's feeling perfectly well just yet. She doesn't want to sleep anymore, though, so I have her wrapped up in some blankets most of the day while she watches her cartoons. I'm thinking later on about giving her a nice bath so that she can cool down just a little and get some of that sweat off herself.
I see. Well, thank goodness her fever's gone down a bit. I've been worrying about her all day now. I'm sorry, though, Mom. Giving her over to you like that out of nowhere?
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. You and your wife both have to work during the day, so it makes sense that you'd ask for my help with her. And it's not like you could send her to daycare today, right? Even with the slightest signs of someone being sick, they will not take them. So at times like this, please ask for my help.
Thank you. I was hoping I could have taken the day off work today. But I had to go on my business trip since I was asked to do this by another employee who was calling off. And Robin is very busy as well, of course. I'm so happy you were able to help us out with Emily.
Oh, you don't have to worry so much about me being here for you. Both myself and your dad are glad to be around her again, since for a while there we really didn't get to be with her at all. But it is unfortunate that she has to suffer from a fever right now. I think as long as she just rests for today, though, she'll be feeling a lot better tomorrow, and that fever will be almost gone.
I hope that's the case. And I'm sorry about not ever having her go over to see you both. Yet again, we've been so busy and never had time to really take her anywhere after we both get home from work. When she's feeling 100% again and I have more time off, I'll bring her over to play with you both.
Thank you, Reed. Anyway, I'll make sure to take good care of her until tomorrow evening for you guys, then you can come get her. So go ahead and calm back down now and get your work done.
What? Tomorrow evening?
Yes. Robin told me that she's going to be really busy until tomorrow and asked that I take care of Emily until tomorrow night.
Is that right? I never heard anything about her being so busy tonight, though. I also told her that I'd be back home as soon as possible, so I might be able to come and get her instead.
You don't have to force yourself to come home early if you don't need to. You're out of the state right now, after all, so it would be a waste to have to talk with your company about needing to come home early. And when it comes to Robin, she's a busy woman, I'm sure.
I know that. But I never heard anything about this from Robin is the thing. Couldn't she have at least told me this first so that I was aware of what all was going on?
Don't worry about it. I'm sure she just might want to take some time to get a breath of fresh air is all. She could also have something going on at her work late into the evening tonight, right? Either way, she has been working hard just like you, and probably just needs to take care of herself tonight.
But I just wish she would have told me something about that. This is about our girl, after all.
I'm sure she wanted to tell you, but just forgot. And it's not like Robin is forcing me to take on Emily until tomorrow evening. She said as long as I was okay with it, she'd like that from me. So don't get so worked up over it, please. Robin is having to do a lot of things on her own right now, so please don't feel you have to question what she's up to. Like I said as well, I enjoy holding on to Emily for you guys right now, so there's no reason to feel as though you need to get her back from me as soon as possible.
I know, Mom. Well, thank you for caring for Emily. Tell her that I'll bring a present home from this trip.
I'll let her know. Emily is saying she'd like some chocolate this time.
Will do. I could get something from both you and Dad as well. Is there anything you guys would like? I could pick you guys up some snacks, alcohol, maybe some souvenirs.
You don't have to get anything for us. We just want you making it back here safe and sound.
But you guys are always taking care of my family, so I want to bring you both a gift. If I find something that looks good, I'll buy that and bring it home for you both. I know you're a wine drinker, and California is full of wineries.
Thank you, Reed. Now good luck with the rest of your work. I'm going to go back and sit with Emily now. August? I was able to get those grapes for my husband. Thank you so much for these. I never knew that you and your husband had grapevines like these growing in your guys' backyard. Oh, they are so delicious. And also, I wanted to say that I'm sorry about Emily. Next month, things will be a lot less hectic for me, so until then, please continue taking good care of her. No worries, Robin. Both you and Reed are in the middle of the most busy time of the year at your jobs, right? Normally, when you don't have to deal with your jobs, you both are taking very good care of Emily. So at times like this, when you don't have time to be home, leave her with me. Thank you so much. Hey, Robin, there's actually something I've been really wanting to ask you. Is it all right if I ask? Go ahead. I'm all ears, but I hope there hasn't been any issues with Emily there. What I have to ask is something very difficult for me, and it might be difficult for you to answer as well. Are you and Reed doing all right together? What? I like to think everything is fine between us. Why are you asking me a question like that? Did my husband bring something up about me to you? Oh, no, not at all. Actually, before Reed came over to my house, Emily and I were drawing pictures together. Emily was drawing this man she called her new dad. Excuse me? Her new dad? Yes. I thought bringing something like that up with Reed would shock him a little. So I haven't talked with him about it yet. I'm just a little curious of who that picture Emily drew might have been of.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm sorry, but I have no idea who that could be.
Is that so?
Did you not ask Emily about who it might have been?
Well, I did ask her about it, but she only told me that he's her new dad and that he will occasionally buy her presents and toys. I'm sorry about that. I'm sure right now I'm making it seem like I'm suspicious of you or something.
No worries, it's fine. Actually, I myself am sorry for Emily causing you all that concern. But this really isn't something you need to be worried about, right? I think in Emily's head, she just likes to imagine that she has this new dad. Kids are always imagining things, aren't they?
So this is all just in her imagination, is that what you're saying? It didn't seem to be anyone that resembled characters from her favorite cartoons or books.
I'm sure she's seen that man somewhere and thinks of him as her dad. Perhaps that could be someone she sees at her daycare? Like the owner or one of the parents?
Well, that would be funny if that were the case.
What? August, are you really starting to doubt me right now?
I'm sorry about that. I was just surprised to see her drawing a picture of her so-called new dad like that is all.
I really don't think she meant anything with that, so you don't have to feel worried. If you want to, you can go ahead and tell my husband about this as well. I'm sure he'll be shocked at first.
Robin, I'm really sorry about asking you all of this. I'm sure that was pretty stupid of me to be that nosy, right?
Well, I wouldn't call it stupid, but you happen to care a lot for Emily and what she does. Well, I don't really want to say this because of all the help you give, but, hearing that you thought something suspicious like that of me has made me a little disappointed in you.
I'm sure it has. I really did say and ask some rude things there. Once again, I'm sorry for that.
No, you don't have to apologize to me anymore. This is all due to Emily drawing such an odd picture. I'm just going to act as though this conversation never happened between us now. I'd like you not to worry about any of this either.
Okay, I understand. Thank you. But really, I am sorry. Reed, do you have a little time today? When you get done with work today, do you mind coming over to my house for a little bit? I have something I'd like to tell you about.
I don't have that kind of time right now.
But this is something very serious.
But I do not have the time to come to your place right now. Right now, I'm in a very difficult situation. So there's no time for me to come over and talk with you, Mom.
Reed, what's happened to you? Right now, you seem to be a little bit troubled. What do you mean by being in a difficult situation right now?
My wife just took Emily and left.
What?
Not what! This is all because of you, Mom! You've been hiding the fact that you bully my wife from me! Robin told me that she never wants to be around you again. And now she's wanting us to get a divorce.
Running out of her own house like that with Emily? That's what I'd expect from that cheating whore.
Huh? Cheating whore? Are you gonna keep coming at me with that lie? You stop lying to me about that right now! How much further are you gonna pick on her and degrade her before you feel happy with yourself?
Reed, you calm down right now. Listen to what I have to say now.
You think I could calm down right now with you talking to me? To me, the most important people right now are Robin and Emily. That's why I've been putting my heart into both working and raising our daughter. Her and I were doing so well with one another, and this family was perfect. Because you couldn't help but bully my wife, she took our daughter and ran off.
What I wanted to talk with you about today was how Robin's been cheating on you with another man.
And all of that is one massive lie from you, right? I have heard about what all you've been up to from Robin herself. She told me she's tired of you acting like she's been having an affair or something.
I understand that I've been pretty suspicious of her for some time, and I'm sorry that I got her all worked up like that. I think I made a mistake talking to her like that without having any evidence of what she's been up to.
then you need to stop talking to us from now on. Just leave my family alone. I need to go to her parents' house right now and apologize to her. I don't know if she's gonna want me back in her life or not, but...
I am telling you the truth about her.
Huh?
She has been cheating on you.
I told you to cut that out already. You're being really rude now.
Reed, listen to me, please. I am telling the truth. I have proof of it all now, too.
What? You actually have proof of her cheating on me now?
I do. At first, I had seen that picture Emily had drawn, and it made me doubt Robin some. But after asking Robin about it, things started to get a little strange with her. I'm sorry I never told you I was doing this, but I went and hired a detective to look into what she was up to.
Emily's drawing?
You didn't hear about this?
I did not. What are you talking about? From what Robin was telling me, you were questioning her about cheating on me because she would always come home from work late. And Robin was also telling me that you blamed her for always having to take care of Emily for us.
She was saying things like that about me. That's why recently I haven't been having to take care of Emily as much then. She is unbelievable.
Have you really not been picking on Robin?
Everyone sees and hears things differently from one another, so perhaps to her she felt that I was bullying her. But I'm telling you that I never meant to bully her in any way. I didn't have a reason to at the time. Anyway, you need to come to my house today so that I can show you the evidence. Then I think you'll still have time to make the correct choice about her. Robin, I have something I want to tell you.
August, what do you want from me? I'm sure you've heard about everything going on right now from Reed, right? I'm not going to change how I feel about you.
I'm not going to say you can't divorce him, but there's one odd thing I heard about. Reed told me your reason for wanting a divorce is because I've been mean to you?
Yes, that's correct. How is any of that odd to you? I was being suspected of cheating on Reed by you. I had even told you that I did not like you saying things like that around me, right?
I totally think that at the time I was being a little harsh.
Well, if you knew that you were being rude at the time, then you should have stopped bothering me after. You made me look like the bad guy even though I've been doing nothing wrong. As long as Reed still calls someone as horrible as you his mother, I cannot stand to be married to him. That's why this divorce is happening.
I'm sure that's not totally right. You ran away with Emily because you knew he was about to find out about you cheating on him, right? And you think you can use the fact that I've been doubting your actions and suspecting you of cheating as a reason for the divorce?
You're still going to say that I've been cheating on him? You've already gone and ruined your son's relationship, okay? Yet you're still going to persist to heckle me about that?
I'm not saying or suspecting you of it. I know that you've been cheating on him, and that's why I'm talking with you right now.
Excuse me?
Ever since I started to suspect you of cheating on Reed, you no longer asked me to take care of Emily for you anymore, right? You didn't want her saying anything else to me about how you've been with another man, right?
You're wrong. Would you stop trying to paint me as the bad guy here?
You can stop lying to me about all of this now. I know that you've let Emily meet the man you've been going out with behind Reed's back.
I'm telling you to stop saying all that incriminating crap about me. It's because of you that your son is going to lose his wife and daughter now. How about you start to take responsibility for that problem you've caused him instead of living in that dream world of yours?
I have evidence.
What?
At first, I was really going to believe what you had told me. But what Emily had said to me really made an impact.
So? How did that end up impacting you?
When my son had a day off, he came over to drop Emily off at my place. When she was here, I asked her about that man she drew one last time and wanted to know if he was real or not. Emily told me she couldn't tell me about him anymore or else you'd yell at her again.
What? So that's the evidence you have then?
You're telling me that the words of a child are good enough proof for you? That will never be evidence for any of this, August.
I know that very well, Robin. So I went and hired a detective.
A detective?
That's right. Now that you're aware of the situation you're in, I'd like to ask about the relationship you have with this other man. He works in the same company as you, right? He happens to be married himself, and I heard about how he plans on divorcing his wife. I also happen to have a picture of you taking Emily to go and see that man.
Are you being serious right now?
Yes, because I have no reason to be threatening you or anything. I'm completely fine with you and my son getting this divorce. It's just a shame that you lied to him about the reason why. Honestly, I kind of wish your reason was true and that I was bullying you this whole time.
August, I'm sorry.
So you're going to confess now?
I will, as long as you don't tell Reed about this. I don't want to hurt him with any of this.
What are you talking about, Robin? You already asked him for a divorce and took his child away, right? That's gone and hurt him plenty now. He won't even talk with you, and that's why you're not getting any messages from him anymore, right?
I don't want him learning about how I cheated on him. I never had any issues with Reed as my husband. It's just that I found someone I ended up loving more than him.
You found someone you ended up loving more than Reed? Oh, come on now, Robin. You're going to have to do better than that. You went and had this long relationship with that man and even started to show Emily to him. I want you to take full responsibility for all that you've done.
I didn't want to make my husband sad with any of this.
So you made up a lie and told him I was picking on you in order to get a divorce. No matter how you try and look at it, you've gone and hurt my son. You just don't want to be seen as the bad guy is all. If you didn't want to hurt him and make him sad at all, then you never would have started cheating on him.
I understand that. Fine. I won't divorce him then.
Huh?
I will give it one more chance. Living with him and my daughter again. All right? Now, please, would you just keep all of this a secret and never tell anyone about it?
You really are such a bitch, Robin. Now you just want to act as though you weren't just letting another man plow you?
I want you to do this for Emily. If you can keep all of this a secret from me, then I'll tell Reed I made a mistake and you never actually were bullying me. You can go back to living a life the way it was, and we won't have to make your son sad.
You shut your mouth of yours right now. What the hell is wrong with you, woman? Who do you think my son and Emily are? I will not allow you and your unfaithfulness to be a problem for my family any longer. As a side note, my son already knows about what you've done.
You already told him about it?
Of course I did. He is your husband, after all. He is sitting with me right now looking at all the things you've just said to me now. I've also gotten to hear about how my son has been left to do pretty much all the chores in the house and caring for Emily. Besides, when he has to go on business trips, you leave him to handle Emily all the time, right? I thought that you both were supposed to be dividing up all those responsibilities and working together to have a happy family. It really is frustrating to have to hear about all of this. Especially when I was talking to him about how much of a hard worker you are and that you care so much for your family.
You're wrong. August, you tell Reed that all of that was a lie right now. I'm sorry. I will apologize for literally everything I've done. Just don't make my husband any more upset about all of this, okay?
I'm not wrong about a single thing. It's too late for you to be the good guy anymore, as I've told him everything. The reason for this divorce is that you cheated on my son. The only option you have left is to agree with that reason and stop trying to hide the truth from the man you've hurt. I am so disappointed in you for making other people seem like the bad guy, all so that you could run away from your problems. After that, both my family and Robin's family got together to talk about what would be happening between her and Reed next. In the end, we decided that there would be a divorce and that my son would get full custody of Emily. I was thinking that it would be very hard for him to get full custody, but to the judge, the fact that Robin never bothered to take care of the chores or Emily and would show her to the other man she was with were all very irresponsible things for a mother to be doing. And because of this whole cheating situation being opened wide up, the man Robin had been with soon got a taste of this mess as well. When his wife found out about what he was doing, she tore him a new one and forced him to leave Robin and for him to no longer be allowed to go out of the house for anything besides work. Talks of all that had happened soon began to spread around their workplace as well, and both Robin and her secret lover were being scolded by every one of their co-workers about what they'd done. Neither of them were able to get any work done, and whenever they ran into one another in the office, they looked at each other with horrible expressions on their faces. This then led to one of them having to leave the company they'd been working for, and in the end it was Robin who chose to leave. She was also kicked out of her parents' house afterwards, so right now she's stuck working at a factory where she makes just enough money to pay Reed child support each month. She has also moved herself into a small apartment downtown, where she has to share things like the kitchen and bathroom with the rest of her floor. A few times now, Robin has texted Reed telling him how much she misses him and that she wants them to get back together. But Reed, having his heart already smashed to pieces by her, ended up blocking her number and now talks to her parents about things like the child support and all that. It's starting to seem as though Robin is really learning from the mistakes she made, and because of that, I don't have much else to say about her now. I just hope that from here on, nothing ever happens to my son and granddaughter that would only cause them more heartache. After the divorce, my son moved back home to our house. Luckily, with the full custody of his daughter, he was also given a settlement from both his ex-wife and the man she had cheated on him with. He was happy to have gained some money from what had happened, but of course he really only cared about the fact that he got to have Emily go with him. He still doesn't fully understand what all happened to cause such a divorce between himself and Robin, but now that he's back home with his mom and dad, we are going to try and help him forget about it. And when it comes to Emily believing that she had this new dad, it seems like she never really liked Robin forcing her to call him dad in the first place. So of course she never really talks about him anymore. Even though she had to be forced to be around someone she didn't want to be with, at least it made a good reason for Robin to never have custody of Emily. I'm sure that since Emily no longer has to be around Robin, she will slowly but surely forget all the horrible things she had done to her. So after all that, my husband and I will start to support our son some more and make sure that both him and his daughter create a wonderful new life together.
Hey, Carlos, are you there? I have something I'd like to talk to you about really quick.
Oh, wow. Frida? It's been a while since I've gotten a message from my own little sister. What's up?
Well, the thing is that I'm kind of really worried about Mom.
You're worried about Mom? I don't get it. Is she in trouble or something like that? Why would you be worried about her?
Her and I were actually talking on the phone yesterday, you see. And she just didn't sound like herself at all. I don't know, it was like all the energy had been sucked out of her or something like that.
And you think that's weird? That just kind of sounds like Mom, if you ask me.
You really think that's normal? You mean that she's not stuck and hasn't been feeling bad or anything like that?
No, she hasn't been sick or anything as far as I know. And did Mom even say that she was feeling bad to you or something? I imagine she probably told you she was feeling normal.
Well, yes. She did say that she was feeling okay, but something was off. I could hear it in her voice.
I don't know. Maybe it's just an age thing? You know how people slow down and lose their energy quicker when they're older. You're always talking about how your mother-in-law just sleeps in all day, right?
Well, yeah, but that's because my mother-in-law is much older than our mom. I'm not sure you can compare the two.
You know, I really hate to be the one to break this to you, sis, but our mom is no spring chicken anymore. You know that, right? She's getting older, and that's something that's only going to continue. But you must be having a pretty hard time having to take care of your mother-in-law like that, right?
It is really hard most times, yes, but Lisa, my mother-in-law, is really a sweet woman and does her best to make it easier on me.
I see. But still, don't you think it would just be better to throw her in a home and just be done with it?
No, I don't think the situation is quite that dire yet. I don't have any problem looking after her for now. Besides, it is nice that we all live together, so Juan can help out from time to time too.
Man, what a weird guy. I mean, the moment Mom needs help taking care of herself, I'm throwing her straight into a retirement home. But, she's always saying how she thinks she'd prefer that to me helping her as well. She knows that I have my handful with the kids here and don't have time for her.
Well, if that's really what Mom says she wants to do in the future, then I guess I won't say anything. But I personally think it'd be best to keep her at home for as long as possible before finding a retirement home.
I thought you just said that you weren't going to say anything. You sure broke that promise fast.
Look, Carlos, I know that taking care of an aging parent can seem daunting at first. But isn't that part of why we live in these multi-generational homes anyways? I think we should be grateful for the chance to be so close to our parents. Oh, of course, I kind of already figured that you were pretty against looking after Mom in any way.
Well, the biggest difference is that when Mom does need that help, I'll be able to actually give it to her by putting her in a home. Because unlike your poor husband, I work for a top-level company and make a ton of money.
Carlos, come on. Please don't talk about Juan that way. Why can't you just keep those kinds of thoughts to yourself?
Because it's my life, and if I want to talk about it, I will. If you don't like it, then you should have chosen a better husband.
Ugh. Seriously, why are you always like this? Don't you realize that nobody finds this charming or endearing? I think it's great that you work for such a big company, but why does that make you want to put everyone else down? You know that one day something unfortunate is going to happen to you, and you'll have driven everyone who would have helped you away.
You're just jealous. And besides, I'm only telling the truth, and maybe when the truth changes, then I'll change my tune.
Okay, well, I want you to know that I think the world of my husband and think that he's an amazing man.
Oh, yeah. Sure. I'm sure he's just a great guy. But you try telling him that at least I can afford to put my mother into a home when she needs it. Anyways, I've got some things I need to attend to, so I'm going to go.
Right. Well, I am sorry for bugging you while you're at work. Please tell Mom I said hi. Hey, Carlos. I was just curious. Is Mom asleep right now or something? I'm trying to call her, but she isn't picking up or answering my text.
You're asking me about what Mom is doing? I really don't know. Why do you think I'd have any clue about that anyways?
Is Mom not in the house right now? I'm confused. How could you not know what she's up to?
Oh, right. She had a little dinner party with her friends. That's where she is right now.
Oh, I see. Well, I just wanted to call Mom because my mother-in-law passed away.
Really? Wow, that's awesome. You're finally free. You don't have to worry about taking care of that brat ever again.
Carlos, what is the matter with you? I just told you that someone has died.
Well, I'm just being honest with you. I mean, you are free now, right? You don't even have any parents-in-law to worry about now.
Carlos, please. I'm just crushed about this. I really am sad about Lisa's passing.
Yeah, but you should have known that she wasn't really long for this world at all, right? But anyways, why did you want to tell Mom about all this?
Well, because I was talking to Mom about how Lisa wasn't doing well, and Mom mentioned wanting to go to her funeral when it happened.
I see. Well, I hope you don't think that I was going to go to some funeral for an old lady I barely even knew.
No, I didn't really expect that you would go, to be honest. But don't worry, I really don't expect much out of you at all.
I'll just buy a card or something and give it to Mom so that she can give it to your husband. It really is the least I can afford. Literally. Maybe I'll even throw in some flowers if I'm feeling generous.
Great. I'm sure those gestures will be greatly appreciated.
Anyways, even if this old woman is dead, you probably even weren't in her will, right? Don't you think that's messed up? You took care of her for 3 years, and she doesn't even leave you anything?
I really wasn't taking care of Lisa with the expectation that I'd be making any money from it.
Yeah. You're such a saint, aren't you? But just know that I can't let Mom be over there for too long. She's got to be back at the house soon.
But Carlos, I was hoping that Mom could stay over here with us for at least a week or something.
I'm sorry, but that just isn't going to work with my wife at all. You're going to cause some serious trouble for us.
Well, what's going on with Lucia? Why would it cause trouble for you?
Because if Mom isn't at home, then that means that she'll have to take over doing the work that Mom does. You know that we have kids to deal with her, right? That's why we need Mom here to keep the house clean and do all the cooking for us.
Carlos, please. I'm asking for a week with Mom. Are you really going to deny me that? I can't even remember the last time that I got to see Mom at this point.
Well, that's because you made the choice to become a live-in nurse for your mother-in-law. Don't go blaming other people for your choices.
I know that I was taking care of Lisa for a long time, but still.
I'm sorry, but here at my house, we have rules. And the most important rule is no free rides. We're not just going to hold on to Mom's stuff so she can go on some vacation.
Carlos, please. You know that this isn't going to be a vacation. She's going to be here helping with the funeral and spending time with Juan and I. Besides, it already sounds like you're making her do an awful lot of work, don't you think?
And just what is wrong with that? She's the one who moved into our place, not the other way around. If she wants to stay here, then she has to earn her keep. Besides, she agreed that we'd split up the work around the house when she first came to live with us here.
I know that, and I understand the situation, but I'm just saying that we should let Mom have a little rest too, don't you think? Is one measly week really going to bring your whole house to a grinding halt?
I am telling you that 1 week is going to be too much, and that should be enough for you. If she goes for a week, I'll consider her moved out of the house.
If you really need her help that much, then why don't you just hire a cleaning service for the week that she's gone? You're always going on about how much money you have and how good your salary is.
And I have so much money because I don't waste it on frivolous things like cleaning services when I have a perfectly good mother who can clean up after me instead.
I really just don't even know what to say to that. You're just impossible to talk to sometimes, do you know that?
Well, good. Then don't talk to me. But just know that Mom is living in my house, so you can't just take her out whenever you want without asking me first. I'm already being kind enough to let her go to the funeral, but once it's over, she needs to come straight back home. And I don't want to hear another word about it from you.
Carlos, what is the matter with you? I seriously don't even know what to say. Just what kind of hell have you been putting our poor Mom through?
What in the world are you talking about right now?
Well, after the funeral, we all went out for dinner, and then all of a sudden, Mom just burst out into tears. She said it was the first time in a long time that she had gotten to eat a warm dinner. What have you been feeding Mom to make her say that? Because she told me that you only ever let her eat scraps and leftovers.
Oh, is that what she was talking about? What about it?
What about it? Well, that's just what I want to know. What is that? What are you doing to our Mom? Why can't she just eat normally?
Well, a while back, Mom wouldn't get off our backs about not wasting food and even had the nerve to say something to my wife about it. So, ever since then, we've only been feeding her the leftovers to teach her a lesson about showing gratitude to us.
Are you kidding me? Please tell me that's a joke or something. Carlos, how could you do that?
I really don't know what you're even talking to me about this when it's Mom's fault for being so annoying about it.
But I mean, I just really can't see our Mom snapping at someone over something like that. Are you sure that she wasn't just trying to gently ask you both not to waste so much food?
It doesn't really matter what tone of voice she took. The fact of the matter is that she was disrespectful, and that's why my problem with her was.
But you were the one saying that you'd be able to provide for our Mom because of all the money you had. But you're not actually doing anything like that at all, are you?
Hello? Are you forgetting the part where I'm letting our Mom live with us? I think giving someone a roof over their head is reason enough to be grateful. Don't you? Besides, everyone who knows that I'm letting our Mom live with me says that I'm doing a really nice thing. So what do you think about that?
Are you really going to try and pretend like that's not just because you're letting them see what you want them to see? Besides, you were telling me that you all split the work around the house, but Mom tells me that she's been taking care of the kids, cleaning the house, and doing all of the cooking.
You have no idea what you're talking about at all. My wife and I do plenty around the house, and that old bat has some serious nerve talking behind our back. And you're just as bad for believing her without any proof of anything that she's saying at all.
I just don't get it. You know, I was suspicious when you first let Mom start to live with you. It just seems so unlike you.
Well, if you have a problem with the way that I'm taking care of Mom, then you can have her. After all, your mother-in-law just died, right? So how about I give you something new to take care of?
Okay, fine then. We'll do just that. I've already asked my husband, and he said he had no problem with it.
You mean that you're really gonna take Mom off our hands? You're just gonna drop from taking care of one old lady to the next? You really are an idiot. But far be it from us to stop you from doing this. You're only doing us a favor.
You really have no idea what you're talking about at all, do you? But I guess you'll realize the mistake you've made soon enough.
Oh, please. We had one rule, and that was that you had to earn your keep. And honestly, Mom barely kept up her end of the deal. I already know that my wife is going to be so pleased to know that she won't have to deal with my mother anymore.
I'm just telling you now that you are going to regret this. I'll make sure of that.
Oh yeah? I'm so scared. You're really going to make me regret not having to deal with our old decrepit mom anymore.
Well, you do realize that the new house that you built is on the land that Mom and Dad own, right? I mean, I already know that Mom gave you the down payment to start construction on the new place. You go on and on about how much money you make and what a success you are, but I really don't think you're nearly as rich as you let on. But you should know that I'm never handing Mom back over to you.
What are you even talking about? I wouldn't even want Mom back if you begged me to take her off your hands. Hey, Frida! Did you change Mom's phone number?
I did, actually. Why do you want to know? Were you trying to get in contact with her?
Look, I just need you to talk to Mom and ask her to come back and live with us again. Please, I'm serious about this.
Wait, what? What is this all of a sudden? Don't you know Mom is going to be living with me from now on? I already told you that I was never going to let her go back and live with you or your family.
Please, you don't understand. Things are really falling apart here. The house hasn't been cleaned only since Mom left. And the kids are running around and just making things worse, and my wife. She walked out of the house and hasn't come back in a few days now.
And just what does any of that have to do with our mom living with you?
Please, when Mom was here to do all the housework, it was so much better. I thought we might be fine without her, but I was dead wrong, and I need her back.
Well, have you even tried cleaning up around the house on your own?
Are you out of your mind? I have a job. I can't just come home and be expected to clean up and cook as well.
Well, it sounds to me now that your wife has left, you're the only one who can do that kind of work.
Please, just send Mom back here just a little while. Just until the house is clean, and then you can have her back. I swear.
So you want me to send our mom to your house so that she can clean up your house like some sort of maid? You really need to wake up and face the facts, Carlos. Your whole family life revolved around exploiting our elderly mother. She's already told me about how neither of you nor your wife ever did any work around the house and left it all for her.
Well, I remember that Lucila came to me once telling me that Mom was bullying her about not doing anything around the house. But Mom said she wasn't doing anything like that at all.
And let me guess, you took your wife's side over our mom's. You really are a moron, do you know that? Why don't you just open your eyes and see who is actually doing the work around the house? I'm sure if you even cared to pay attention, you'd see that it was Mom doing all of the work all of the time. But you couldn't even offer to help her out even once? You couldn't even let her rest or have a single day off?
What part of me having a job and having to go to work every day to earn money don't you get?
You know, my husband has a job too, and he still comes home and will help clean and even cook when I ask him to. We don't use our jobs or other things as excuses to get out of what we need to do.
Don't you pretend like your loser husband and I are even close to being in the same tier. I'm leagues above him.
Oh, that's right. You're so rich and you work at such a fancy place, don't you? So I guess that should mean that you have enough money to figure this out all on your own, don't you? Well, good luck with it.
Wait, no. Hold on. Don't go. Please. Lucila left the house. She said she didn't want to take care of our kids.
Well, you're their father too, aren't you? Maybe you should step up and try acting like one for once.
But I have to go to work. How am I supposed to watch over the kids if I have to be in the office 8 hours of the day?
I don't know, Carlos, but you were the one who put Mom through all of this and treated her like a servant. So you've really got some nerve coming back to us and trying to ask for help. If you really want help, maybe you should try going to ask your in-laws and leave us alone.
Please. You don't understand. Lucila told me that if I don't get Mom back to do all the chores around here, that she would divorce me.
Wow. Sounds to me like you really know how to pick them then, don't you, Carlos? But you know what? Your marriage is none of my business. And it isn't Mom's job to hold it together through her own sweat and tears. You got yourself into this mess, and it's not our job to help you out of it. So why don't you act like an actual adult and take responsibility for your actions? After that, Carlos realized that no help was coming from us. He tried calling everyone he could to try and watch his children, but finally, he had no choice but to ask his in-laws. He thought that Lucia might have gone back to stay with them for the time being, but they had no idea where she had gone. After some investigating, Carlos managed to track her down to another man's house. Even in spite of her affair, after losing his family, Carlos didn't want a divorce. Lucia, on the other hand, only wanted a divorce and hired a lawyer to force Carlos to accept. After the divorce, Carlos began bugging Mom and I and begging for us to take him back, but we weren't having it. Realizing that we weren't going to budge on the matter, Carlos's calls became fewer and fewer until we stopped hearing from him at all. It was only months later that Mom finally said she wanted to talk to Carlos again. Or rather, she didn't want to lose her grandchildren because of what her son did. So now we're cautiously restarting a relationship with him, but it's going to be a long time before things are back to normal.